we go with a spread option and Justin Thomas, who keeps it, and then he pitches to his A-back, Broderick Snoddy, and that's a good little the system, at least in the first series or few plays for Notre Dame, as they kind of try to get used to it. This is the big offense on 3rd and 4. And he wheels it out to the right, pitches at the last second, and Notre Dame had that one figured. And he gives it right up the gut to Skove. Thomas keeps it, pitches it. And this is Quay Searcy. And Notre Dame getting a feel for this. Thomas, incomplete. And that'll bring up another 3 and out. Defensively. 3-time ACC Coach of the Year. Thomas begins this series with a pitch to Taquan Marshall, who turns the edge and gets a good suit. Ball at the 26. Thomas tucks it in. He's going to run it. Yes. Short of the first down, but on how Justin Thomas leaves it in or takes it out. And the ball is loose here as Skove dives on it to recover field and get a chance to rush on the edge. And nothing doing here for Thomas as he is swarmed over. And they give it to the first man through, and he's got the first down. Skove. First thing on the board at the Notre Dame 13. They give it to Skove again. He gets down close to the 11-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Thomas wheels to his right. The pitch was juggled by Taquan Marshall. They work out. On 3rd and 10, he's back to pass. Has time, going to the corner of the end zone. Ferdinand was here, and Paul Johnson has ever been to Notre Dame Stadium for a game. As the Jackets take over at their own 17, trailing 7-0. And the pitch to the outside to Searcy. And Searcy gets it across after a great opening game against Texas. 2nd down and 5, getting the first down is Skove, and that's what he can do best. Getting backs after last season, so outside of Justin Thomas, not a lot of guys coming back. Here he is down the center of the field, and he had a guy. He had Searcy with a step. And Georgia Tech can lull you to sleep with the option and then go for the big one. Didn't work that time. 2nd down and 10. Thomas fakes the pitch and gets no further than the line of scrimmage. Big time, just a 3.1 average per play. And here's Thomas running again, faking it, and getting across the 30. It's going to bring up 4th. Anybody who watched the Irish last year knows they were plagued by turnovers down, especially the second half of the season. Pitch from Thomas to Broderick Snoddy, and Snoddy cuts it back to the inside to pick up more big time last spring. So they're very happy to see him back in action. And Georgia Tech across the 40, Patrick Scotty. Everything is brought in the old-fashioned way. Here's the pitch to Snoddy. He's got more first down yardage, and he is loose down the sideline. Trying to cut it back. He had one man to beat. Gets it all the way down to about the 10-0. The give up the middle to Skove, and he's got another touchdown on his Georgia Tech resume.
Has Georgia Tech got this offense rolling now?
Well, interesting to see what they do with 1:40 left from the 25. Can they eat up some clock, get it down there, and score? Good job by the Notre Dame defense. 2nd down and 10. That is Skove for maybe a couple. Trying to convert its very first 3rd down of the game. Thomas in trouble. Flushed out, and he's not going to get out. Brought down by seconds left. They've got one timeout. Pump fake by Thomas going down the sideline. A flag comes in as Kavari Russell was on the coverage. The 20 with a 1st and 10. Thomas right back, has some pressure. Can't get out of it. Spun down for a big loss. Field goal attempt, but Butker missed from 30 earlier in the game, so they're going to try to pick up a big chunk here, and Thomas just throws it away, bringing up 3rd. Thomas wheeling, going to the end zone, incomplete.
As Farley has come in to replace him, Dan.
Thank you, Catherine. Georgia Tech and Justin Thomas trying to get this spread option offense in gear. The keeper, the pitch, and turning the edge to the outside is Isaiah Willett. And that's a little trickery there by Thomas. Good fake, and he drops the ball. That's loose, and there's Jalen Smith. Tackled just outside the 15-yard line. Paul Johnson trying to get his quarterback and offense going here. Starts off with a pass here that is complete to Mike. The pitch to Snotty. Looking to turn the corner. Gets no more than 2 or 3.
His head, he's thinking situationally all the time.
Here's Thomas. Is he going to pitch? Yes, he'll go to the outside, and they'll get the first down with Searcy. It's other players steal mine, so he forgot about that. And up the middle, close to midfield, is Skove. He thinks gives his players an edge. 2nd down and 6. Justin Thomas keeps it. More first down yardage, and this is the Ram. There's the 457-yard average as the Jackets way below that, but trying to add to it right now. And through the air, they get another. 2nd down and short, and it's Skove for the first down for Georgia Tech. Let me take it out of there if I want. And he does take it out of there this time, and he pitches it to the right side to Searcy.
If you are not
down in 7, he's behind Thomas. They fake to him, and Justin runs it for first down yardage. A flag is down as Justin Thomas runs into the end zone. With the penalty, 2nd down and 17, and Thomas is no way he can escape. 16-7. Thomas, incomplete. Fourth, a big game in the starting role against this option attack at Georgia Tech. And now they start at their own 9-yard line, and there is the magician, Justin Thomas, getting big yardage all the way to the system wholeheartedly, 100%. When he recruited him out of Alabama, there's the pitch outside to Searcy. And Searcy all over the field, lining up as a pass rush edger. Thomas waving it, getting pressure from behind, and then just floating it out of
the secondary, having a lot of tackles.
Here's Thomas just running for his life, just throwing it, slinging it upfield, and it was almost captured out of midair there. With his penalty tacked on, begins this drive at its own 17, trying to establish that rhythm that we really haven't seen. As you said, of kind of getting everybody ready to go against Georgia Tech. Thomas with the pitch, and Snotty kind of loses his balance across the 20. Faced with his 3rd down and 7 at their own 20. Thomas slings it complete. Big gain to Searcy. But it is a big key one that sets up Georgia Tech across the 35. And on the ground up the middle.
Theory. He's saying if you just have tremendous athletes,
that can kind of mix things up, no doubt. There's Thomas on the run, and he wanted. He's going to try to keep it. Nowhere to go for Thomas. Ball gets loose. It's picked up by to put Georgia Tech in business just short of its own 40. And Thomas will fake and look to score big downfield. He's got a man, but unable to connect. Of a physical specimen this season. On 2nd down and 10, Thomas pitches it out, and they're going to get no more than 1 yard. Broderick Snotty's play to Justin Thomas on 3rd and 9. Got to go to the air again. Thomas, incomplete. He wanted June, and that was Doug, and it looks like he's going to come in the next series, the true freshman. As Clinton Lynch carries it along the right side. Plus rushing yards, longest active streak in the FBS. Total today 175, so that in jeopardy. And again, this is a Georgia Tech team on earth.
They can match up with anyone and run this offense extremely well. This is a heck of an effort by this Notre Dame defense today.
There's Skove, who picks up the first down. Notre Dame defense after what happened last week in Charlottesville. With a nice pass by, right?
He had a stint with UMass a while ago and won a.
Show you that right after the 2nd and 4 play by Georgia Tech. Seen a lot of this today. Thomas running for his life and just swinging out of bounds, bringing up 3rd down. Brandon Wimbush Getting some last second warm-ups here as Georgia Tech is short of
Here, they want to get back.
4th and 1. Got to go for it. And they get it.
So Wimbush is over on the side warming up with 5-6.
If that happens. So hopefully, obviously, we hope Kaiser stays healthy and Brandon Wimbush remains the backup, and the ball juggles around, and guess who's out there in that activity?
Should come together.
So Wimbush waiting for a potential opportunity here to get some action from Georgia Tech. Rolling one out to the left side inside the 30.
Down. It's just an exceptional job defensively for Notre Dame.
Incomplete. More unknown calls on his cell phone, right? Everybody wants to get to know the Notre Dame quarterback, right? And then they dominate the Georgia Tech team, which has dominated opponents dating back to the stretch of last season. This is Scove going in for
Warner was acting the way he did after a 4th down stop.
the pitch to Lynch, and they tack on. So the Yellow Jackets here at the 43, down by 15. With a quick strike, and they get one down there on the far sideline to Clinton Lynch. Play clock down to 1. Thomas just gets it off. He does go for the end zone and trying to hang on at the goal. Well, he's got it complete to Scove. He's got already a couple of touchdowns. Why not another one?